chick.
Yeah, that's right. You listen to the Jadakiss podcast. The number one Jadakiss podcast. The Kiss of Death.
Oh, yeah.
What a fucking dumbass name, Jadakiss.
Jadakiss?
Mwah.
Is it like his name is Jay the Kiss?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool, then.
It's Jadakiss.
I'm Jay, and I'm the Kiss.
Yeah, that's funny, Adam. It's Jadakiss.
It's J-A.
Yeah,
Wow,
you say it a different way.
Whoa.
No, I mean, fine.
That is funny. You're right, Nick.
Yeah,
You're right in that what Adam said is funny.
I love that. That's my favorite line in We Gon' Make It when he says, J, duh, mwah, I'll kiss you. I'll kiss you, you broke ass N-word.
Yeah, say it.
No, I'm not going to say it.
Say it,
Why?
dude.
You've said it before.
I only say it when I'm in a car with all white people
Mm-hmm.
and the windows are all the way up.
I only say it when I have a cold and I'm trying to say digger.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only time I say
Does
it.
it
Take
switch
advantage
when you have
of
a
your-
cold? You say the N's switch to D's. The D's switch to N's.
Try it. Pinch your nose and then say it.
Don't.
It's so easy.
Well, if you put the effort forward.
Yeah.
If you're looking for an excuse when you're having telephone bit hour and you continue to make prank calls as a 30-year-old man. Except this time, unlike in middle school, your friends aren't there. It's just you by yourself.
Just for your own personal amusement.
When
No
I'm
audience.
Right, when I'm not even bothering to record the calls. I'm just
that is incredible.
harassing
For the love of the game, dude.
Yeah, dude. It's
like
practice.
Marlo on the corner, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's
fuck.
real. I put on a little bit of Jadakiss. I start dialing numbers. I called up this guy. I found in the white pages this guy named like Al Kuntz or something.
Mm-hmm.
He had like a business.
Awesome.
I think maybe it was Kuntz. And I was like, is this Al Kuntz? I'm like, my name is Richard Dix, and I have a business proposition for you. And he's like, okay, I'm listening. And I'm like, to be honest with you, sir, I figured you'd hang up on me.
Dude, I remember one time we would all make prank calls at my Goya tournaments, the Greek Orthodox Youth of
Wait,
America.
you were in a competitive bean eating
No.
league?
No, it was a basketball league.
Yeah,
the
his
Greek
parents, that's
Orthodox.
how Stav got fat. Is his parents put him in a bean eating?
You're born.
First of all, Goya makes
Stav,
a range of products.
you have
They
to
do.
eat all the beans to make our family proud.
They make coconut milk. My coconut milk that I get, that shit's Goya.
Goya, yeah.
Now,
They
as
had
I
good
was saying,
seasonings. Adobo seasonings.
good seasonings. As I was saying
Yeah.
before, I was rudely interrupted.
It was rude.
I was in the Greek Orthodox Youth of America. We did basketball tournaments.
Was that like a Hitler Youth for Greece?
For Greeks, yeah. It was teaching us the inferiority of the
Did you wear
non-Greeks.
khaki short shorts?
No, it was
No.
athletic wear.
Oh, okay.
I was part of the Saint Nick. We were by church. We'd compete against each other. Anyway, on these long bus rides to go play other 5-7
Prank
Greek
calls.
people. Oh yeah, and our number one prank call maestro was Fat Bill. Fat
Oh.
Bill, who I think now might be dead because of gambling debts.
They called him that because he was the only one that wasn't fat. Everyone.
it's an
Oh, my man
ironic
was
thing.
morbidly obese. My man, make no mistake, Fat Bill earned his
He was
nickname.
especially fat.
He lost weight in later years. He helped run all these kids helped run their parents' carryouts. Maria D's in Baltimore shouts out, go buy a slice from Maria D's in Fed Hill. One of his
yeah,
best
they really
prank
need the
calls-
money now that their son's dead.
I don't know if he's dead or if
From
he's just
pizza.
disappeared. But yeah, he got into gambling heavily. Anyway, his best prank call was one time he called the guy and he was like, "Hey, it's Mike Long." And then the guy was like, "Mike Long who?" And then he said, "Mike Long, dick in your mouth." And then we all just was like, "Ah!" We all fucking lost it. And just the guy hung up. Another favorite of this other kid, Constantine, did one where he was like, he would call a place and be like, "Hi, is Leroy there?" And then he would hang up, and then he would call back in a very racist black voice and be like, it's Leroy. Did anybody call for me? And he would basically just get an excuse to do like blackface voice. So yeah, those were two Goya classics. They really taught us a lot about life in the Greek Orthodox Youth of America. It definitely wasn't being racist and then trying to finger girls in churches, which I did one time. It was pretty cool. How about you guys? Any youth experiences? You were in some kind of Jewish youth.
Oh yeah, plenty.
Adam, stop rubbing the microphone on your mouth. It picks up on the.
Oh, sorry.
It sounds like somebody doing and undoing Velcro, because you can't.
What about this?
You can't just hold the microphone.
It's just my lips. My lips is.
No,
They're
because
not.
you
They're
can't-
not.
my
They're
lips-
not too nice.
my
You
lips
can't
is
hold-
too big.
I know what you were gonna say.
You can't
They're
just
not.
hold the microphone up with your arm.
My arm is too
Yeah,
weak.
This is a rep for Adam.
He's maxing out. Right
One. Yeah, what were we talking about? Prank phone calls?
Yeah, prank phone calls with the boys.
I used one time my friend David kept getting kicked out of schools for smoking weed.
Nice. Whoa,
And so-
this guy sounds cool.
Yeah, he was cool. I mean, it was like 6th grade too.
Ooh.
Yeah. He started real early.
Did
Those
he
are the
fuck?
best. Those are the
Yeah.
best kids. Is the ones that started like smoking cigarettes when they're 8.
Yeah, he was that kid.
No
We saw
joke,
him in
in
New
Greece-
Orleans. He was that kid we saw in New Orleans who's now like when we saw him, he was like 26 and he had 5 kids. He married an Orthodox Jewish woman. Yeah, and I asked him, I was like, "Which one do you like the best?" He's like, "The second one by far."
He had an answer ready to go.
ready to go. He's like, the first one I don't like him. He's too
Yeah,
religious.
he just lives in like Bywater.
Yeah, he lives like in New
What a
Orleans.
shit place to raise a family.
Yeah.
Is he
It's
like
fucking
No, he li-
Katrina devastated
No,
Bywater.
he lives in Marinette. What's it called?
Marigny.
Marigny. Yeah,
Marionette.
Yeah.
Marigny's cool.
Yeah, that's where he lives.
Yeah.
Did
Are you
he-
sure? Does he live in Metairie or the Marigny?
Metairie.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, he was a really bad kid. And
Is he like super religious now? Like he married an Orthodox
no, he
woman
like
and fucked a bunch?
I think he got an Orthodox girl pregnant and they had to get married or some shit. Yeah,
Nah, dude,
whatever.
skip town.
He got married when we were like sophomores in college. We got a call and he's like, "Yo, I'm getting married. You gotta come." Anyway, but he was like hilariously. He was like he was the wild bad kid. He had no fear, and his parents, as a last resort after getting kicked out of his like 3rd or 4th school, just got a rabbi to be his private tutor. And he's just
So it's like a Finding Forrester situation.
yeah. I guess he just had this.
Do you remember that movie?
Finding
Yeah, of
Forrest.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the man now, dog.
Does anyone remember what happens in that movie?
I don't. I didn't
Just-
see
it's
it.
Sean Connery befriends a black child and then says,
You're the man now,
That's
dog.
it. Nobody remembers the story.
No, he was a basketball star in a New York City private school.
Not
He
a
got
single
recruited.
person can remember the story. of that
He got
movie.
recruited because he was good at basketball, but he was also secretly good at writing. And F. Murray Abraham was the evil teacher that thought that a black could never be a good writer.
Yeah.
That's the plot.
And then he submitted a
No
story.
black will ever write letters in my school. I'm like, sir, it's 1996.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And then Anna.
the villain was a racist guy in
Yeah.
the mid '90s in
fine-
New York.
Sir, what character are you supposed to be? I don't get it.
And then his older brother was played by Busta Rhymes.
Ooh, nice.
Who I remember in one scene, there's one scene where he's really going for like, maybe I could get best supporting actor. There's one scene in particular.
Is he turning it on big
where
time?
he's like,
Yeah.
they give you everything and then they take it all away. He's like really, he like does the
It's a little
fist
over the
and-
top, you think?
Yeah, way over the top.
Mm.
Anyway, my friend David was getting
Remember that Bernie Mac show episode where he's like trying to be a serious actor in his movie where he plays like a retarded guy or something.
Oh no, that's
and then everyone's
awesome.
like sitting around watching the movie and they're all like laughing their asses off at him as a retarded guy. He's like, it's not a comedy.
The Bernie Mac show fucking rules.
Racine called me up the other day and he's like, I like pick up. He's like, "Hey, Adam, you remember like Bernie Mac? Like the whole point of the show was that like his nephew was gay."
Yeah, in his stand up that it's based off of.
Yeah.
It's like there's a 10-minute chunk about
Yeah.
how he's gay.
He's sashaying down the
Yeah,
steps. I want some milk and cookies.
yeah, milk and cookies. And then they just wrote a show, and
then they wrote
the
a whole
little
show
kid
about
is
it.
totally sort of gay. The whole he's
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
a
and then I
nerd.
was just like, "Yeah, I remember that." He's like, "Okay, all right, I'll talk to you later." I was like,
yeah. Racine asked me if I'd seen Dunkirk.
I saw it. It was great.
I had Dunkerque. I saw it in Greece in an outdoor movie theater.
Oh, chill,
It
dude.
was fucking tight.
Yeah.
Bernie Mac show though, his wife on that show, boy, did I do some beating off to her.
Was she hot? I don't
Oh
remember.
my God, was she hot?
I mean, Bernie, we could all agree.
she was unbelievable.
Best king of comedy by far, right?
It's not even close.
Not even close.
Not even
Yeah,
close. Although,
Yeah, he's the Ron White of the Kings of Comedy.
Yes.
He's got
yeah.
something going on.
Ron Black. That's what he is.
There
you go.
There we go.
There you go.
Yes,
Deron.
yes, Deron Black.
Those jeans that he's wearing in the I
In
Ain't
that
Scared
set.
of You My
Yeah,
Motherfuckers are like,
Which
that is the hottest look.
it rules.
Of all
Your
time.
own face airbrushed.
He had like a waistcoat on, a collarless like dress shirt, and then
Yes.
those fucking mom jeans that were airbrushed
With
with
himself.
his own face on
I
it.
want some fucking jeans airbrushed with my face.
I think we
dude.
should all get NBA jeans, just the
Of
three
course,
of us.
100%.
Yeah,
I've seen those come back around though.
I think it's like a thing again.
which I don't want to do it anymore.
I wanted to
You
start.
gotta be cool. You
I want to
gotta
be
the
cool.
first
You
person.
gotta
I
be the
gotta
first
be
person.
cool. I gotta suck dick. I gotta fuck ass. I gotta eat pussy.
That's good.
They were
Thank
playing.
you.
They were playing like Sade in the Home Depot. The other day.
Sade?
Yeah,
It's Sade.
I know it is, but I'm.
Oh, he's doing
lounging.
your
You're
bit.
doing my
He's
thing?
stealing your bit.
I'm not doing your bit. I said it wrong.
I would never.
I legitimately just said it wrong.
Well, sometimes I do that too.
No, you don't, bitch.
Yeah, sometimes I do.
No, fuck you.
But you'll never know. That's
no
the
one gives a
secret.
fuck, dude.
That's the trick.
You never do it. You never. You always try to do it.
Okay, Stavros.
God damn it.
That was an accident.
Shut up.
Anyway, what was should I?
Oh, you piece
Yeah,
of
in
shit.
the Home Depot. It was funny.
They're playing-
That's when we had the big fucking.
Yeah.
It was funny.
It's just-
That
it
is
felt-
funny.
It felt out of place. I mean, first
Yeah,
of all,
yeah,
it doesn't.
yeah.
Feel, it feels like there shouldn't be music on at Home Depot.
That is true. They
I go
never
there.
have
I go
music.
there to just bask in my own competence.
yeah.
I don't want to have it interrupted by,
Yeah.
whatever
Fucking-
weird music they're
ta-
playing.
Yeah, like
the
five
Superman
for fighting.
song.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Shut up.
That is pretty cool.
That's crazy.
yeah, yeah.
You guys don't even go to Home Depot.
Wow. No.
That's incredible.
Wow. That was one of the
That
most
feels
incredible.
good.
Wow. That
Yeah.
felt so good.
Oh, we should kiss, dude.
Synergy. J.
Nice.
What?
Jada. Mwah. What were we talking about before? Oh,
That-
Bernie Mac.
That nursing home. Did you guys read about that?
What
No.
nursing home?
This is like a nursing home in Houston that like the air
weren't
conditioner
talking
shut
about
off.
that.
And
Oh, the lady died. The old lady died.
no, like everyone in the nursing home died.
Damn.
Was it that like picture of all those old people that were like sitting
I
in
think
the
this
flood?
happened in every nursing home.
How
But
old?
people were like outraged. You know what?
At a certain point.
Full disclaimer, I don't know any of the details or really what I'm referencing. It's something I think I heard.
I don't want to
But-
be that old and live, dude.
Yeah,
Kill me, dude.
have you ever been in a fucking nursing home?
It's horrible.
People are like, oh, this is tragic. Those old people cooked to death in a fucking
A nursing home
in,
is the
in a
saddest
swamp,
place.
and it's like, yeah, that is a step below how they normally
yeah,
expire.
yeah. How
Which
hot they
is
like it.
Shitting themselves to death while a Southeast Asian woman
Mhm.
who doesn't
In
speak
scrubs.
English is fucking adjusting their catheter. It's like not. It's
Yes.
it's a fucking horrible way to live.
It's
It's
awful.
a retirement community.
I would. I want to die. That's
That's
why
what you
I'm gonna
get.
be
You know, it's
fat.
just like that Billy Joel song. Only the
being
good.
gay.
Only the
Come on,
good
when he's
die
trying to
young.
get that girl Virginia to suck his dick. The point of that song is you should suck Billy Joel's dick and die of mouth hepatitis at age 27 because if you live old, then you fucked up, dude.
He was trying to get sucked off by a girl named
Speaking
Virginia.
of old, Harry Dean Stanton.
Yeah, come on, Virginia, please suck my dick. I won't tell anyone. Just kidding, I'm gonna immediately tell everyone at school.
Only the good drink
Yeah.
come.
There we
Yeah.
go.
I got my dick sucked by a teen. I'm 34 years old when I wrote this song.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah. I'd like to believe that he goes around cruising for
Teen puss.
for teen vag on his
Is he still
motorcycle.
married to Christy Brinkley? No, right?
No. He's had a series of failed
I'm
relationships.
pretty sure
with
Christy
beautiful
Brinkley's dead.
No.
Women. She's not dead.
I think she died in like 1987.
She's alive
No, I
as
don't
hell,
think she
dude.
did.
She's alive. I fucked her yesterday.
Oh, no.
Fucking assholes.
Stop.
You fucked a dead body, dude.
No, I'm pretty
can't
sure she
believe-
was alive.
You sucked off some
Wow.
man that said he was Christy Brinkley.
Yeah, yeah. She had a really big cock.
What is that?
She had a really big
the
clit.
Dana Gould joke about people showing up to L.A. for the first time.
No.
It's like their first week in L.A. They're like, yeah, I met Cher the other night. Her clit was so big it could barely fit up my ass.
Yeah.
It's like, you didn't meet Cher. He's the funniest guy in the world.
He is a funny dude.
He's really funny.
Up there. Up there with the greats.
Yeah.
Norm
like,
Macdonald, Dana Gould, me.
me, but more than Nick.
No, less.
Adam, very low. Not on
Adam
the list
not
at
even
all.
on the list at all.
It's an
Funny.
honor to be on the list.
You're
Funny-
not on the list at
funny
It's
all.
an honor to
looking,
be
maybe.
even low
Oh.
on the funny looking.
Funny looking.
Funny looking, maybe.
Yeah, shout out to the fan that made the website of me as
Oh
per
yeah,
Nick's
yeah. Who has the
instruction.
shittiest face?
You know, the next question is: if Nick told you to jump off a bridge, would you do it?
Is that the next question?
Yeah, that's my next
Okay,
question.
let's do it. No.
Yeah.
How about you, Adam? If you said you're kicked off the show, if you don't jump off this bridge, would
Which
you
bridge?
do it?
Which bridge?
You would survive.
A small bridge?
Yeah, it's small.
Adam
be
would
fun.
float down like a feather.
Oh fuck. Fuck, dude. Yeah. So it's how's everybody doing? It's good to be back. You know, I don't think I've asked you guys if you fucked recently for a while.
I'm in a relationship now.
Wow, you're in a committed long distance relationship.
Yeah.
Hey, what's his name?
With a celebrity.
What's his name?
It's Joey from Blossom.
Yeah. What the fuck is that family's name?
Whoa!
The what is their name? There's a bunch of
Yeah,
them.
great reference, dude. Did you even watch Blossom? Was that show even on when you were a kid?
Mayim Bialik, the hats. Yeah, I think I saw a couple of hats.
Is this a fucking thing you don't even know what you're talking about?
That lady's on fucking
The Big Bang Theory. Yeah.
She's like very Jewish.
She's the woman
And
nerd.
annoying as shit.
She plays the woman nerd.
yeah.
It's an important lesson for people to learn is that women can be
They have a
autistic,
character
too.
that just like talks like this.
Sheldon?
They have one that
They
there's
got
one
a
that
spin-off show now.
the young
no,
Sheldon.
but there's one that has just a lisp, I think.
That's got to be the worst idea for a show of all time.
Unless, how about this?
I mean, everyone will watch it, obviously. But
maybe it's like Looper, where the regular Sheldon comes back and kills the baby Sheldon.
how about I'm just going to
cool.
make a show without permission and pay for the ads on the bus, and it's me doing the bow tie thing, you know,
Mhm.
like young
Like
Sheldon.
Sheldon.
But then the name of the show is The Guy That Molested Sheldon. Tuesdays on NBC. The Guy That Molested Sheldon, following young Sheldon. And it's all about my exploits, the trials and tribulations of being the man that sexually gratified himself inside of young Sheldon's ass.
Holy fuck, that's good shit, dude.
I wonder if
That is primo good shit. How much do you think a fucking bus ad costs? Just one. All we need is one bus, really,
Yeah, right.
for the pick.
Yeah.
You know,
A school bus, preferably. One of those acidic school buses.
Hey, I got a fucking I got an itch that lets me know they will probably do it for a little bit of scratch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That'd be a cool speed, like Speed 3, like a Hasidic school
Yeah,
bus
they'd
of
be like,
children.
you want to put a sign up saying you raped Sheldon. In between each other, subtitles. Is Sheldon Jewish? They're like, no, he's not. They're like, yeah, you can do it. It's fine.
You do it for what? $30?
Maybe 32. I love the idea. You're doing a deal with the Hasidic guys, and you're like, we'll give you $1.6 million, you know, for the building. Wait, how about a $67 million cash deal? We get these 3 buildings on this block. And the guy's like, how about the $67 million and $1?
Okay.
You maybe $67,002,000.
Fuck. Literally keep doing that until you fucking force them to stop.
Dude. That's a good sketch.
Hell, I fucking still cracking myself up about the Hasidic firefighters.
Yeah.
No, not too much.
I don't know if I ever did that on the podcast.
Why don't you tell the good folks
my
at home?
favorite bit, the last funny bit I wrote before I quit stand-up about the Hasidic fire department showing up.
Well, to clarify, they have their own paramedics. They have their own cops.
Yeah.
They also have their own fire department.
So the fire department shows up and they just have a garden hose. And then one of them starts spraying and then the older one's like, oh, not so much water, Jacob. It's a pretty pricey water. You don't want to spend all the money on the water. Maybe a little bit less.
Woo! Just straight up racism.
I mean, they're ethnically like the Hasids in South Brooklyn in particular are like shitty landlords that exploit
they're
social
horrible.
services.
They're bad people.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And it's like a fucking insular community that like abuses
Rapes
all
people.
Of,
Yeah.
No, all those people are like, I mean, the church. They're oppressed by the church. It's like making fun of it, so it's not the same.
I
it's
think
also
they're
a funny.
Cool.
It's a funny voice.
It's a great voice. It's an
Oh, it's a
incredible
great
voice.
voice.
That's probably part of the reason anti-Semitism is like has spread so easily. Is it's a fun voice to do.
Yeah.
No, I think it's because we wash our hands more than everyone else. We get the Black Plague like everyone else. And
You didn't get the Black Plague?
no, because everyone was eating
Well,
rats.
Jews didn't work. None of them had jobs. They had all the money, so
No,
you didn't have to go to the
that's so
And
true.
in the,
No, it's because they washed their hands.
factories that were owned by the Jews, instead of paying people, they were giving them the plague.
They didn't own factories.
because people would ask for raises, and then so
The
the
Jews
Jewish
like,
people
sure,
would-
come on into the raise room.
Yeah.
And that's where you got the plague.
It's just filled with rats. Yeah, and razor blades.
Please inject yourself with this syringe, which we invented.
Yeah.
Those were not around during the Black Plague.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
had
but
some
those guys
tricks.
in South Williamsburg are like a very particular sect of Chassid, and they don't believe in Israel, and they like
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, that makes two of us, huh?
they're
Yeah.
like they think that
They think that Jews are only supposed to exist in other states
in South Williamsburg.
because like part of Judaism is like you have to
Steal other people's...
no, you have to like navigate Judaism within the confines of like whatever
Oh,
state
interesting.
you're a parasite to.
No, that's not.
Parasite.
that's
Well,
not-
it's a parasitic religion.
no,
So
they
for
think
Israel, for the Jews to have their own country, it's sort of
Sure.
It's
no,
like
they think that they can
what
only
does
have
a
their own
virus do
country.
if it can't?
Right. No host.
Yeah, right.
No. What does a tick suck off if it's left alone to its own
Oh
devices?
God!
They're a clever disease.
The Jew is a natural spy.
I don't want
Nixon
any
rules.
Jews at the party.
I don't want any. Yeah, he's getting mad at Kissinger for getting laid too much.
You can't trust those Jews.
Kissinger fucks?
Yeah, Kissinger fucked.
That's so annoying.
Everybody
Yeah,
in
it is.
power fucks.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, he's hideous.
He's a
too.
horrible person,
Yeah,
horrible
terrible
looking.
person. Yeah, mass murderer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but apparently,
Yeah, that's my favorite thing about like the resistance is like, yeah, nobody wants to fuck Donald Trump, and it's like, yeah, there's plenty of fucking idiots that do.
Sure.
He could, even if he wasn't the president, he could
Just
still
having-
continue to fuck and have a better life than you.
Yeah.
100%.
Because he's a rich person. and
He's
that's
just
all
rich
it
as
takes.
hell.
Even
yeah.
if he has half as much money as he says he does.
If you have like just $10,000, you could fuck.
What?
Like,
Yeah. I mean,
I
you
don't know
have
about that.
$10,000.
If you're holding it.
You've accumulated $10,000. If you have $10,000 in your bank account,
yeah.
I mean, shit, that's a lot of money
That's
to have
rich,
in your bank
dude.
account. Yeah.
I can't wait to be rich one day.
Yeah. Well,
I know it seems like we're rich guys, but
yeah,
none
all
of
that,
us save money
all
at
that,
all.
yeah. I mean, all of that money goes to bullshit that I purchase.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like I actually get any of that money.
No, if you look at it that way,
Yeah, that's a good way
We
of
don't
putting
really
it.
get any of the money from Patreon.
We don't
You
keep any of
understand?
it.
I'm like incapable of saving money or
Yeah,
being
yeah.
smart with it.
Oh yeah.
I spent a lot of it on cocaine, to be honest with you.
Yep.
which I've found clever ways to write off on my taxes.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Like,
You write it off as a medical expense because I haven't checked with an accountant, but
No, it sounds right.
If I can get myself diagnosed with clinical cocaine addiction,
yes,
that it's a disease, and the medicine is
More cowbell.
it's like
Yeah,
a starve a fever or feed a fever, starve a cold. Feed a cocaine addiction, starve being gay.
Starve yourself to afford more cocaine.
Yes.
I haven't done blow in a while. Actually, wait, that's not true.
A lot of people think that we're doing it on the podcast every episode.
Yeah, it's because I always have like some kind of sinus infection.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we've only done it when we've explicitly said we are on cocaine right
That is
Yeah,
true. We've
of
only done
course.
like two episodes,
times,
2
yeah.
or 3.
Yeah.
Cocaine Cowboys
2.5.
1 and 2.
No, there was another time.
Oh, there was a half one where we lied.
We sort of did a little coke.
Yeah, we're like a tiny amount of coke. That doesn't count.
That
Anyway,
definitely doesn't count.
yeah. So sorry to burst.
But
your
yeah,
bubble.
speaking of being rich, though, we did hit 20 G's a month. So
Yeah.
shouts out, salute to the hard cocked.
Yeah, thank
and
you
wet
guys
pussied
so
cum
much.
boys.
I swear to God, I know I keep saying that there's a web series coming.
There is.
Actually, we do. We are going to.
We have a meeting on Saturday with our boy.
What the fuck are you talking? No, we don't.
We don't.
Today is
No,
Saturday.
Today is Saturday.
It's Saturday at 8 fucking p.m. You
Today's
retard.
Friday.
Is it?
No,
Saturday.
no, it's
Today
not.
is Saturday. I mean Sunday. I don't know.
Whatever, man.
No, you tried
Shut
to
up.
pull the Jada kiss on you.
That's
That's what a Jada kiss is. When you lie to somebody about what day it is.
Really?
That's where he got his name.
That's a Judah kiss,
Oh, damn.
bitch.
Amanda kiss.
Amanda hug and kiss.
Most Tavern. Yeah, is Jada Kiss there? Jada Kiss who? A Jada Kiss? Hey, everybody, I'm looking for a Jada Kiss.
That's a good ass
That's
bit,
a good
dude.
one.
Yeah,
Bart should have done that.
Bark's calling. Listen, you piece of shit. You little fucking faggot. If I ever find you, I'm going to fucking shit in your fucking ass.
You know Mo says the N-word.
Oh, of course he
You
does.
know Mo fucking lets the slurs fly. dude.
That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Simpsons with cussing and slurs.
It would be, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's actually what the web series is. Way to blow it.
And thanks to everyone. That's
Me-
the web series.
me-
That would be good.
Me editing cuss words
gay.
into the Simpsons.
That's Barney.
Yeah. Mr. fucking Burns.
gay.
That's a good one, dude.
Smithers, you gay guy?
fucked Bart.
Yeah. No, the web series is I've taken all of the characters from the
Bart's ass.
from the Chuck E.
Good.
Cheese band.
Good.
It sounds nothing like him.
It doesn't sound like Barney.
I made him suck my dick.
It sounds like Eldest. Dude. It's a different Eldest.
Okay. I got that out of my system.
Did you?
I fucked his ass. All right, now it's done for sure.
Nice, dude.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna change my name to Stavros Velhalkias
You have to.
now. Yeah. How do I do that? How do I change my name?
At $30,000, I'm joining the Israeli Defense Forces and no longer on the podcast.
Everyone needs. At 30 G's, you both should become
They're sending
Vel-
me straight to Gaza.
Nicholas Vel Mullen and Adam Vel Friedland.
No, I'm gonna do something. If we get to 40, which would be so much money,
I know that would be so fucking retarded.
that would be. I got to get some kind of surgery.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Elective surgery.
Yeah.
I'll
But it's
get
gonna be
a
some-
wig.
It's
I'll
gonna
get
be
a
something
weave.
cool.
I'll get a
though.
blonde.
It's not gonna be dumb surgery, dude.
I'll
Like
get a
what?
blonde curly weave.
You get your ears switched?
My ears switch.
Fucking upside down ears.
Nah, I don't know about surgery. What would be a fun thing to do?
Like more tracksuits?
Get your leg chop. Just get a
I don't know.
prosthetic
I've already
leg.
done all the dumb shit that I could do.
Get a prosthetic leg for fun.
I get a Lambo.
Uh-huh.
We
A
should get
Lambo?
Yeah.
A
Lambo to
Testarossa.
Lambo to record the podcast in.
Mm-hmm.
I want to stretch Lambo.
The mobile studio. Whatever happened to getting a van?
I'm going to get an Aventador and then have a limo company stretch it,
Mm-hmm.
way too
Is that what
long.
limo companies do?
Well, you go to
They stretch cars?
They take cars and then limo
Saw them in
companies.
half.
Limo companies will take frames and extend them, and then it's
Really?
it's like custom carriage
I
companies.
didn't know that.
Like if you ever see like a Hummer,
Uh-huh.
limo or whatever. Yeah.
Can we
that's
get a PT Cruiser limo?
Probably.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be tight.
Yeah, you can stretch any frame.
You can so any frame is kind of like Adam's asshole
Yeah, kind of.
because you can stretch it easily.
Yeah. I never
And
understood
often.
because
my asshole is surprisingly
you know, a
resilient.
stretch limo is different than a limo.
Return to form.
A limo,
What?
A limo is just a car. A stretch limo is the one people think of when they think of a limousine.
What the fuck? What's a limo?
A limo is just a black car.
No.
Yeah.
It's got to be
Really?
at
Like
least. It's got to
no.
be those little limos.
A town car is a limousine.
No, it isn't.
A stretch
Shut up.
a stretch limousine is a
No.
limousine that's been stretched.
What?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, I know, right?
A limo is just a black car.
Well, it's like a
A
town,
specific kind?
a town car or something. It's got like Landau.
No, I don't believe
Landau
this.
bars on the back.
I don't accept
Any
this.
car with Landau bars.
What's a Landau bar? A
It's
Martin
a-
Landau bar?
Yeah, so Landau bar is like that fucking S thing that's on the side of hearses.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It's a decorative feature.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I would like to get like
And that
Impala,
concludes the
maybe.
automotive chat portion of the show.
Have you guys ever gotten head in a limousine?
No.
No.
Done anything cool in a limousine?
Have
No.
you?
No, I would have loved to. I've gotten head in a Nissan station wagon
That's not a limousine.
and also
Kind
a
of.
Toyota Camry.
I've gotten
That's
head in.
a
I've
limo.
gotten head. I've gotten head in cars, but that's not. That's not a fucking limousine, you know.
All right, what kind of cars have you gotten head in?
Like every car.
Ever made?
Yeah, every car there is. I guess.
I've self-sucked.
Well,
in
certainly
a
every car
Ford
I've
Windstar.
ever driven, and then any car any girl I've dated has driven.
Sure. Wow, any car.
I think, yeah, pretty much, yeah. Every I mean, not like
Were
like
you a
personal
fucking
vehicles.
the car guy?
Sometimes, yeah,
When you live with your parents.
yeah.
I guess
When you're a
that's true.
teen, fucking in the car's big.
I didn't fuck as a teen,
Yeah,
so I don't know what it's like.
Yeah,
what the
Nick-
sweet pleasures are like.
there's always time.
Besides getting molested, when did you lose your virginity?
you
you were like young, right?
I was 15. I guess that's a
That's
normal
pretty young
age.
for a boy. That's young.
Yeah.
I feel like.
For a boy.
I remember
It's-
girls
it does
were
a
like,
weird
"Yeah,
thing where-
I'm 15 and I got fucked by a 22-year-old
Yeah.
community college."
Yeah, I
I'd be
remember
like,
those
"When is it
guys.
my turn to do that?"
There was guys. There
I
was
can't wait
girls,
till I'm 22.
I get the fuck.
there was girls that I would hook up with that were like also fucking like 21, 22 year olds.
Jesus Christ.
And it's
That's
like,
so
yeah, they have their own
That's,
apartment and shit, and it's like, no,
gross.
that's a pedophile.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
just
yeah,
a-
yeah. That's, man, he's like talking to a child. Like, what do you
Yeah.
say?
Well, those guys always suck. They're
That's
like,
true. They're
you
fucking
know,
stupid as shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they go to high school parties.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck. Yeah, you got to be a fucking extreme
Oh,
loser.
loser.
A 22-year-old hooking up with like raver, 15-year-olds.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ. What a horrible thing.
Stav's like, that's the thing I like about these high school dropout girls. The fatter I get, they still won't fuck me.
I was speaking of people that fucked,
How old were you?
when I fucked?
Yeah,
20.
20.
I didn't fuck till late in the game.
I was 17,
Nice.
almost 18. I
Snuck
I
it in.
am 16,
11,
going on
59.
17.
Yeah.
I think it was like
I'm
less than a
getting
month.
my pussy fucked for the first time. You know what I was thinking about the other day is
Did I?
instead of the sound of
Did I ever?
music.
Sorry, did I ever tell the story the first time I got jerked off and the cum splashed right into my
Yes,
face?
yes.
Yeah,
you
that
did.
we said that episode 2
Yeah.
actually. Yeah,
That was one of the
episode 2,
first- that was
real
one-
hip hop.
that was when you thought the show actually had to be about cum, and you confused me trying to come up with the worst possible name for a podcast with
Honestly,
the actual.
Can we do
theme.
worse than Come Down? What do you
Honestly,
think could be worse?
I've come around on Cumtown. I think it's the best fucking
Yeah,
name.
because
Great
people don't
name.
understand how fucking prescient I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, prescient.
I am what you call a genius.
honestly, like,
I am what they would refer to as a brilliant man who has the best ideas when it comes to marketing and advertising,
Mhm.
and everyone should just trust me. You should also hire me to write copy for your company.
That's right.
Yeah. Welcome to Jiffy Lube.
That would be cool.
What are you gonna do? Change your oil yourself? You're a fucking mongoloid.
That's good.
Get on in here, dummy.
Why don't we
That's
start quit comedy and then start an advertising agency?
Mad Men style.
You got me at quit comedy.
Yeah.
I also
Mad Men
agree.
style.
Mad Men. We should be like Mad
First
Men.
thing we have to do, fuck our secretary.
Exactly. Well, that's
Okay.
step one.
It's okay. It's going to be
Step
a little
two,
expensive.
Nick has to fall off the wagon. We got to get drunk at work.
Absolutely. $12,000 suits, all of us. Gray suits.
Gray suits. Yeah.
Gray 12,000. We start smoking Lucky Strikes.
Naps. You know how many naps Don
Naps,
Draper
yep.
takes? Ton of naps.
Redhead, big titties
Yeah.
that I want to fuck, but I
Yeah.
never do. I'm Don Draper.
That's
Do they
a lot
ever
of
show-
lady.
Then you never,
I'm Don
We're
Clearly
never
Don
gonna see
Draper.
those tits, dude.
Yes, I will.
It's never gonna happen.
What's
Take
her
it
name?
back.
Christina Hendricks.
Hendricks. Yeah.
They're never gonna
Gosh,
show
Jimi
that.
I would love
Hendrix
to suck
thought it.
on her titties. Guys, can I say something here? I would love to have sex
No.
with Christina Hendricks.
Dude, that is a wild.
He's lying. Don't
That's why
believe
people
him.
listen to the show for those
Stav's
wild
lying.
takes.
I'm not lying,
He
dude.
stops lying.
You're lying, dude.
Lying. I do want to have sex with her.
Dude,
No, he
for
doesn't,
anyone
dude.
listening, Stav, I saw it was sitting on his hand and his fingers were crossed.
Dude, shut up. I was crossing them about something else.
Yo, you're crossing them. Back.
Yeah, not about it was about
I
something
was
else.
crossing them. Come on, bro.
Shut up, bitch.
All right.
You know what I
Goddamn.
wish sometimes?
That you were straight.
No, that you were serious about wanting to fuck Christina Hendricks.
Dude, I am.
No, dude.
It's-
I feel
You
the
wish
same
that
way.
sometimes?
Yeah,
I
dude.
wish
because-
that all
Wait,
the
before
time.
today?
Yeah, it like taints our friendship. But I know you're lying about it.
I don't like liars. I don't like schemers, and I don't like.
Dude,
people.
I'm not scheming.
You're
First of all,
scheming and you're lying.
okay. You're descendant from schemers. if
You know
know
what's
what
so
I'm saying.
funny?
Yeah, and
There
that's
was a
why I try
character-
extra hard not to.
There's a character on the Thomas the Tank Engine show named Schemer.
George Carlin,
No, named Schemer. There's a character named Schemer.
who's a Jewish train.
No, he's like
He's an old Auschwitz train.
No, he's like a sleazy guy, but he looks exactly like Ben O'Brien.
Oh yeah, you were saying about that guy. That schemer.
Yeah, his name is Mr. Schemer, and he looks exactly like Ben O'Brien.
Yeah, maybe Ben should start scheming.
Yeah.
I want that asshole to come move to New York.
It's a good song. Stay scheming.
Oh, that's a great song. Kobe, Kobe, my N-word. What's the line? I hate it had to be him.
It hated had
yeah,
to be
yeah.
him.
It's like no, Kobe.
You wasn't with me shooting
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
gym.
Kobe, no. He's like, I hate it had to be Kobe. Why, dude?
It's a
You-
good. It's a good
great.
men's rights
But
message.
the idea that Drake is really sad it's Kobe.
Oh yeah, that really does look like Ben with
It
hair.
looks exactly like Ben.
yeah. Ben's a good looking guy. He looks a little bit like Justin
Well,
Long too.
you heard it here first, folks. Adam wants to have sex
You wanna
with
fuck
Ben
Ben
O'Brien.
That's why I
O'Brien?
stole his bit, dude.
If
'cause I
Ben
wanna-
is-
Yeah,
if Ben
you
is
did straight
listening,
up steal it.
Go
Hilarious.
I
ahead
stole
and-
it because I want his
Like,
attention.
like the next episode, word for word.
Fuck it. You'll never let me live.
I think
You brought
it'd be
it up,
funny.
bitch.
We're gonna try and allow Tim Dillon to sexually assault you.
Yeah, we have to have Tim as a guest. He wants to fuck you
No,
bad.
we're gonna roofie Adam and let Tim.
Oh, and he
fuck.
wakes up getting fucked by, getting sucked off.
I might do that. That would actually be funny to me.
It would be funny
If
to
Tim
me too.
Dillon raped me,
Yeah.
Seriously,
I know, it
I
would-
would
why
laugh.
funny?
Yeah,
I don't know
I
about
legitimately.
funny.
Okay,
would-
maybe
it
not
would-
fucks your ass, but sucks your dick. Who cares?
Yeah,
really?
it would fuck you
How
up
could he suck my dick
permanently.
if I'm sleeping?
You
would
would
suck
be
you off.
you would be
He's-
permanently fucked up
No,
in the
he's
head.
got
no,
gay
it wouldn't.
skills.
It wouldn't fuck me up because I'm modern. I'm a modern.
So it would. So we can do
masculine-
it.
Modern
So
masculinity.
you're giving us permission to
guy.
do it.
No, you don't have permission, but I would be able to.
Or are you,
To
do you
carry
give-
on living.
Can we have permission?
No, I'm not going to
Please?
give you permission
Please?
to be molested by a 400-pound gay
Please?
man.
Please.
Well, you said please. I don't know. I appreciate you being
So
nice about it.
what's the? Can we?
I don't. Maybe if you give me money or something.
Okay, how much? $20.
When's
Not
the new
$20.
Star Wars movie come out?
It's they can't find a director. I think J.J. Abrams is back
Supposed to
on.
come-
What happened to Ryan Johnson? He was just writing it.
Ryan Johnson wrote it. The other guy got fired.
Why'd
and
they
then
fire
J.J. Abrams came back. Got fired for molesting a child.
I was gonna ask that as a joke, but then I was like, yeah, probably.
No, didn't he just get fired? Creative differences or some shit?
Whatever. I don't
cares?
get how that even works. That must be so crazy to like get fired in the middle of production of a movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I've
Cool.
recommended it on the show before, but if you haven't seen Lost Soul, the Richard Stanley
Yeah.
documentary, that is a fantastic documentary.
It's really
Richard
incredible.
Stanley, who's that?
He's you, bitch.
He's
Paul
the guy
Stanley.
that wrote Island
Is it-
of Dr. Moreau.
He's the
or
Starman.
He adapted
Kiss.
it. No,
He's
that's
the gay
Paul
guy
Staley.
with a big. Paul Stanley. Now that's a guy who's got
Stanley.
classic gay mouth. Classic
Well, 'cause
gay
he's wearing
mouth.
lipstick.
No, dude. The rest of them are wearing lipstick too. He's got that big wet
Gene
mouth.
Simmons, big old Trump dude. Big
Of
old
course.
Trump.
Gene Simmons sucks my dick,
He
dude.
sucks dick.
Although I bang with some Kiss stuff, dude. Every
Yeah.
once in a while, throw a little Kiss on.
How about Jada Kiss?
Oh,
Kiss Jada
fuck.
Kiss. You put it
Now we're on to something.
Jada Kiss in Kiss makeup.
Yep.
So what do you think Kiss is pissed off at Insane Clown Posse for like stealing their thing?
Interesting.
Interesting. Everyone's like an Insane Clown Posse fan now. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah, because they're like
'Cause they're-
anti-Trump.
Yeah. And what
Anti-Trump.
Kiss stands for what again? It's kikes and shitty spandex. Is that what KISS? What sound effect is that?
Huh?
What
That's
sound
the
effect?
small woo.
Oh yeah. Whoop. I do
That's a small
apologize
woo.
for that slur, but I saw an opportunity and I had to slam dunk that baby from half court.
Listen, you get permission from me.
Thanks, man.
Fuck.
You can use it strategically and cleverly.
Peter,
Yeah.
you know, I think only one
That
of
was a razor sharp strike, dude. That was a laser
them beautiful stuff.
laser.
That was really great,
Thanks,
man.
Laser.
Congratulations.
That's my future as being a middle-aged guy that's like, look, I didn't mean to say the N-word there, but and I have this that accent for whatever reason. I just, I saw my
I saw
opportunity.
the
I had to-
opportunity.
I said, babe, I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna say the N-word. I know you're usually in a business deal. The worst thing you could possibly do is say the N-word. I saw a laser guided opportunity to say the N-word there in a clever way.
Yep.
A way that look. This is sales.
in a business
This is
deal.
sales.
This is a sales.
Shales.
This is sales. You're working in a sales opportunity.
Shales.
Okay, I do B2B sales. It stands for blacks to blacks. I did it again. Oh fuck. Oh, what if it was BNB? That would be fucking. Oh, I tell you, Airbnb. You know what Airbnb stands for? No, please don't leave the meeting. No, we'll get down to it. Yeah, 15 pallets for $25 a quarter. Look, I've been doing these sales my entire life, and I tell you, if you got a laser guided opportunity to drop a couple of hoo-ha slurs in there, you fucking take it, pal.
I like
Pardon
your
my
Pacino at
French.
the end.
What's that?
Your Pacino by the end.
By the end of it, who knows who I am? Maybe now
Oh,
a completely different
Wait,
guy.
where's the Valero boss?
Brian.
Where's the Valero boss, dude? What was his name?
Brian.
Brian.
Oh, it's Brian.
Yeah. I'm retired.
It started off just as a Rich Miller impression.
Ah,
Do you guys know Rich?
no.
Good guy, kind of a weirdo. It's Dennis Miller's brother. He books a bunch of comedy clubs.
Is he
yes.
a right winger like Dennis?
No,
Rich, if you're
no.
listening,
I would
book
be
me.
surprised if Rich Miller likes Trump. I'm sure he hates him,
Mm-hmm.
but he is like a weird. He's just the kind of a weird, intense guy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember when they tried to get Dennis Miller to do Monday Night Football and he
God,
was like
that was fucking
the
awful.
worst?
That was fucking horrendous.
He was like, that reminds me of when Hannibal tried to cross the Alps. Anyway, third and
Is
two.
that, is that your Dennis Miller impression?
know. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
that's
do
fine.
that.
Hey everybody, it's me, Dennis Miller.
Dennis Miller.
I'm trying to do his stupid
You're really bad at impressions
Histor- I
unless
can
it's
do
like a friend of yours.
Eric. Yeah, I'm
That's
good
it.
at doing Eric.
Okay.
Yeah, do Eric.
So anyway, there's this bitch. Okay, and there's this bitch who's she's lived in Spokane. She's ahead of there's no black people in Spokane, but this bitch was head of the NWACP, but she was
NWACP.
white, dude. She
Eric.
was white.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Trump, Adam's best friend.
Yeah, good friend. Actually, one of my best friends is actually Barron Trump, or as I like to call him, the expert.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
The expert in what?
I love that name.
he's got the T-shirt.
It's like Aaron, but with a B. You know what I said to myself? I said, Aaron, there's a great name. It's got too many A's in it. A-A-R-O-N. It bothers me. So I changed the A, first A, to the second best letter you could get, B. And I said, that's his name, Barron.
That's good.
That's
a
where it
good
came
one.
from.
That is very good. Barron Trump sucks. That's a terrible. Barron is a horrible name.
He's
Yeah.
retarded.
It's like King. Isn't Barron like a You're like a guy, right?
Yeah,
A baron is like a
it's
earl
it's
or-
landed gentry. I
Yeah.
think.
Yes.
Some type of landed gentry.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I was landed. I wish I had a big fucking plot with a manor with some 500 euro.
how
With
much-
serfs on
with
it?
family manor? No, nobody there. No caretaker. The place has gone to shit. I'm insane.
Oh, that'd be cool.
The whole thing's filled with urine. I go into town with my dick hanging out of my sweatpants. I'm like, do you know who I am, sir? Just being removed from the post office for eating stamps.
Dog, we're going back
Is
to
that what
serfdom,
Montgomery gentry? They,
Rich
they were
motherfuckers-
landed
Yeah.
gentry.
Yeah.
They're gonna have
landed.
their own little compounds, and they're gonna make us fucking, till their soil and shit.
You're
Yeah.
rich now, dude. We're all
That's
rich.
true, we're rich, but we're gonna have serfs,
Yeah.
and we're gonna get prima nocta, dude.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I
dude,
mean, we
surf's
started
up.
this show because we're
Surf's up.
avowed hardcore socialists and we believed in wealth redistribution.
Now
and
we're not anymore.
No, all the wealth was redistributed to me,
That's
Yeah,
right.
it's
which
Nick.
is what I wanted as a socialist.
Yeah.
What part of the rich have too much money, I should have all of the
Mhm.
money instead of them, didn't you understand? That's what socialism is.
Yeah.
Is when you want to
Mhm.
take the 1% and then take all their money away and give it to you personally,
Yes.
and then you get to be the rich guy.
Exactly.
And everybody gets a turn being the rich guy.
And
once
it
a day.
rules. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got another like 2 years tops.
That would be
Yeah.
a funny
And then
method.
we're gonna
of,
die.
That'd be a
Go
funny
back to being the
method
poor
of,
guy.
Yeah.
of wealth redistribution.
Everyone gets to be rich for like a year.
You get a fucking like a literal 15-minute window to have $1 billion and do whatever you can with it. And if you snooze through it, shit, it could come at any time. You might as well not fall asleep. That's why everyone who participates,
shit.
You do coke for a year.
you got to stay up because you
Yeah.
never know. You never know when you're going to get your number pulled. It could be 2:00 in the morning. You wake up and there's a text from one of those government Amber Alert numbers, and it says the $1 billion is now yours. And then you have 15 minutes, and then 15 minutes.
What if
later,
everything's closed?
it's
dude?
expired?
What if
Amazon.
fucking Taco Bell's closed?
Amazon.com.
That's what I would
/
do.
Taco Bell.
If I got the
I'll go to a diner.
$1 billion,
and get steak
Yeah.
at a diner.
you know what
at
I
2
would buy?
a.m.
You know what I would buy first?
breast implants.
No.
To estrogen, a bunch of
Yeah, a full hormone treatment.
yeah, 2 pussies. I want to be.
A backup pussy in case one goes out.
I want to
while
be
you're getting fucked really
even
hard.
more of a girl.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, because I did the
He's
first
got
one.
a second pussy in a little glass
Yeah.
case in case.
They put the first one on wrong because he's never seen a pussy, and it's like where a 5-year-old thinks it is,
oh yeah.
like on the front of the
I was
stomach.
gonna
Yep,
say.
yep.
I was gonna say.
It is lower than you think. That
How
first
about
time.
how about this? No one cares what you were gonna say.
I was gonna say a water park that only the three of us could go to.
That's
But
cool. I'll
whatever.
piss on every slide,
Yeah,
bitch.
that's a water park.
I'm gonna shit, dude. I'm gonna be
I
like,
was- I
Adam,
was
go
gonna buy-
down first, and then wait for me
With
I'm
my
gonna
mouth open
fucking
at the
shit.
bottom.
Yeah. Keep your mouth open.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you're asking me to do this, but okay.
And close your eyes,
Yeah.
bitch.
We're coming. Just open your mouth at the bottom of the slide.
And my turd just slowly goes into your mouth.
Dude, we deserve every penny we've earned. I'm gonna buy a Schlitterbahn.
Schlitterbahn rules.
What's that?
It's
It's
the
a
one
water
in
park
Texas.
in Texas where you have to
Really?
be Christian to go in.
Do you?
Yeah, dude.
I only know it from like Travel Channel, America's Best Water Parks. You
Damn.
know, and it's
No,
always
it was-
number one.
It was founded by escaped SS officers.
Yeah, that's why that's the German theme.
Yeah.
Schlitterbahn.
Texas is very.
There's
German.
one slide that just goes right into a little camp.
Right
You know,
into
they're like,
Auschwitz.
Adam,
tunnel.
you get over here. This one's even more fun, is what they tell you.
Water parks are so fucking fun, dude. I want to go to. They're probably summer's over, right?
Yeah, we
It's
missed
over.
the opportunity. I went to Six Flags this year.
But you didn't
Yeah.
go to Hurricane Harbor.
You lost your dumb fucking wallet like a bitch.
No, not like a bitch.
Like a big dumb bitch.
You know what? I lost my wallet, and then guess who had an excuse to stay at the park all day?
I know, because we fucking waited for your ass to record that day.
That shit was great, dude. I lost it first ride, and then it was like, you know what? I'm a free man. I don't have to
Mhm.
think about things like credit or bank
The
accounts.
grid, yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's like when all that metal cum goes down Neo's throat in the Matrix. What the
Must-
fuck was that scene? That didn't really make sense.
Was that the
No.
first one?
Yeah, the first one where they're like taking him out of the Matrix and all that metal cum comes out of the mirror.
Oh, damn.
It's the thing about like
I
I don't know.
remember.
I think it's like a trans thing that the
The Wachowski girls.
Wachowski siblings
No, they're
The
both women now.
I think they're just the Wachowskis now.
They're both women.
I don't know. But they really like hardstyle techno
Oh yeah.
and dreadlocks. They really like dreadlocks.
That's strange that they're both trans and then that one took like. It's interesting.
Took another couple of years
it took
to
a
come
couple
out.
It's
It's
like
interesting.
your collaborative partner, probably like your best friend.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You think they fuck each other?
Yeah, for sure. They have a disease.
This is the only way to get out of the Matrix, is if we've crossed the final line and become incestuous trans sisters. And then we can finally escape the prison of reality. Where we don't know karate. This is the only way to learn karate. What if that was their big problem with the world as they know it, as they don't know karate, and that was like the fantasy of the Matrix? Isn't like, what if we could escape the monotony of like, day-to-day life? It's about not knowing karate and not being able to jump over buildings.
So wait, you remember that part where he's like downloading karate moves?
Yeah, you download karate.
Could you download getting a big dick and sucking your own dick and stuff?
No, because it's your residual self-image.
Yeah, Nick is right, and that was
But
a
you
really
can't- but
fast
you-
answer.
You can, yeah.
They explain that in the movie.
You can't suck
Thank you.
yourself off though. That's a move. That's not getting your dick.
You could
bigger.
maybe download how to suck yourself off. I'm gonna
Hell
say
yeah,
I'm gonna
dude.
say yes.
Oh
What
yeah,
about
you could download
your own ass?
sucking yourself off easily.
What?
What about eating your own ass?
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
residual self-image.
I don't think I have the dexterity.
I don't think anyone. There's probably one
There's
guy.
people out there who can.
There's
do
a guy
it.
in India who's eating his ass right now.
Yeah, yeah.
He's been doing.
Yeah. Please, sir, may I have some change? Please, sir. Just a homeless Indian guy.
No. He's like
Just
in a
eating
temple
his own
somewhere.
ass for
No, he's
money.
in a temple
Just a
somewhere.
street
His
performer.
dick kind of like
Some guy-
bobbling around.
All right, y'all know what time it is. It's showtime. Blah, 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 blah. Jesus Christ. These teens need to be stopped.
I think the ass eating guy is probably in some monastery somewhere, and everyone worships him and says he's reached the highest level of, of Dharma or whatever the fuck.
Dharma
it's
and
called.
Greg.
Yeah, Dharma and
He's
Greg.
reached the highest level.
That's Nick's favorite show.
Is that Jenna Elfman?
Yeah, it is. Dude.
Yeah.
Nice. I would smash.
Of course. It's a woman who was on TV.
That's not true. I wouldn't fuck Mimi from Drew Carey show.
Yes, you would.
Yeah, you
In
would.
fact, realistically, that's the only one you could fuck.
I
God
wouldn't.
damn. Can you imagine how awful that would look? I'm imagining you fucking Mimi, and what popped into my head right away is the Pink Elephants on Parade song from Dumbo.
What is that? That part fucked me up, dude.
Yeah, that's
Dumbo
That
used
shit
to fuck
fucked
me up.
the
One-
fuck
one of
up.
my
Dumbo was
earliest
a fucked up
memories
movie.
Me too. Me
is
too.
the Pink Elephants on Parade
Yes.
scene scaring me as a kid.
That
That's
shit
so
was
funny,
scary.
dude.
Yeah.
Our fears. Maybe
out.
this is the secret
Look
to our
out.
friendship.
Yeah.
Our fears are Paxson as adolescents and the fucking pink elephant scene from Dumbo.
Dude,
Yeah.
Bambi and Lion King, like with parents dying. I mean,
Yeah.
Disney movies are sad. Like,
But that's different. Those
Yeah.
are sad.
You're listening
This
to
shit was like psychedelic.
the Cool
and
Girl
fucked up.
podcast. Today we're talking about Disney. Wasn't some of that stuff fucked up?
it was.
Yeah, way to have a cool
Good take.
podcast, Adam.
Stop it. I'm sorry. I'm
Excuse me, but this is a man's podcast.
going to take another
Yeah.
10 minutes
we
off.
don't bring things up like Disney. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we talk about
Sorry.
self-sucking
Okay.
in the Matrix.
Look, it's about doing deals.
Oh yeah.
And you slide in one of them razor sharp, one of them stings. I had 2 clients in. We were meeting at Panera the other day, and I'm trying to work on this deal. I told him, look, I'm one of the top salesmen at this company. We're about to go out of business. I don't know why anyone's hiring a commercial printing company. The stage of the game why we even have salesmen for these things. But I tell you, I'm 52 years old. I've been divorced for 8 months, and I have been drinking again. And I'm sitting there with the clients, and then I realize that I haven't gone to sleep for 3.5 days. There's no clients there. I'm in Panera Bread screaming spick at the top of my lungs at the self-order machine. They replaced the employees with iPads, and I'm still being anti-Hispanic to them, even though they're not people anymore. I'm saying racist stuff to the iPads, and I closed the deal like I always do. I'm the killer, and I said, "Take that, Deborah, you fucking whore. You think I can't sell commercial printers, you fucking slut? You gonna go fuck? You gonna go fuck your own brother? You're gonna divorce me to go have sex with your own fucking brother? You fucking bitch!" And by that point, the police are there. So I'm doing all right.
How you
Boys
doing?
in Blue. Oh fuck, dude.
That guy's a fun character. Eddie,
That's
shout
a
out to middle-aged men that are just
that unraveling.
barely fucking hanging
yeah,
on.
yeah.
When I worked at the car dealership, there was a guy, Kevin Gillespie, who would like insist on using the NATO alphabet on the phone with potential
hell yeah.
customers, which is the most embarrassing shit in
That's
the world.
awesome.
I think I told about this guy already on the podcast.
I don't know.
Be like, "Oh yes, sir." I hear him one time. He goes, "Yeah," and he would stay up all night drinking and reading model train forums,
Oh,
which
God.
he told
Salute.
somebody else.
Salute.
And he goes, he picks up the phone one time and he's like, "Yes, sir, that's Kevin Gillespie. That's Golf India, Lima Lima, Echo," and like he's spelling out the fucking shit. And then I hear him go, "Me personally, no, I was not in the military, but one of my good friends was."
God
Oh my
damn, I
God.
love that shit.
Yeah, dude, that guy sucked.
Gillespie.
Yeah, he was divorced.
Oh yeah.
Disney
That's why
movies were
just don't get married, dude.
Huh?
Just don't get fucking married.
I'm gonna get married, dude. I believe in love.
golf.
If you're gonna get married, you should count on
I want to be a
you're
stay-at-home
like
father.
shit at some point. You're not gonna be a stay-at-home father. Your wife's gonna fucking leave you and take the kids, and then you're
No.
gonna be a stay-at-home. I don't know, guy that loses the little dwindling money he has on online sports betting.
Stay-at-home fathers, you see a lot of them during the day walking around Brooklyn.
I want to be a stay-at-home father.
Yeah,
dude.
you see a lot of them. They're like wearing the Clash T-shirts.
I have it in me. I'm not
And
gonna be
they're
one of those guys.
Yeah, they're kind of pathetic.
Yeah, because they're like, I'm cool. You're
But
not.
they
dude.
kind of figured it out.
This is a Miami Herald headline. Bad news for islands blasted by Irma. Here comes another potential hurricane.
Damn. That's tough.
That
Yeah.
sucks.
It's just a funny headline.
Miami, I think, with
yeah, Nick
bad-
wants to make it clear he doesn't have empathy for those people.
I mean,
he just
it
finds
sucks,
it funny.
but it's just.
what was the country that got destroyed completely?
Barbados.
Irma?
It sounds like
Saint Adam's ass.
No,
St. Adam's ass
no,
cheeks.
no.
It's completely,
St. Adam's ass cheeks got
completely
blown out
devastated.
No, it's
by
resilient.
Hurricane Jose.
There's a resilience to St. Adam's ass. It bounces back from adversity.
Maybe emotionally.
yeah,
Not physically.
Physically, it is a fucking.
Oh, God.
Physically, it's
Ravaged.
like a blowout at 60 miles per hour.
Yep.
It's just tread left and right.
Yeah, dude. You ever seen an old turtleneck?
You better pull that ass over to the fucking emergency lane, dude.
Your fucking sphincter's an old, stretched out turtleneck, dude. Kind of prolapsed.
It's like a collapsed circus tent.
Are you guys going to wear turtlenecks this winter?
You
No,
got a
bitch.
turtleneck hanging out of your ass.
yeah. No, we're not going to wear your asshole around our necks.
I think I'm going back to turtlenecks this winter.
First of all, you never left, bitch. You're
Yeah, right.
100% a turtleneck, bitch.
Fucking turtleneck.
I just might get more turtlenecks, maybe.
Yeah, you definitely rock turtlenecks.
Whatever, it keeps your neck warm.
Shut up.
Why would you not keep your neck warm?
Because it fucking is constricting. And it looks stupid.
Well, for
Yeah,
some
it
types
does
of
look
necks.
stupid.
What
Golf?
kinds of necks?
Maybe-
Muscular necks? Is that what you're talking about?
Dude, I remember
Ripped
I was
necks.
at CC's Pizza one time, and there was a
I
fucking
love it.
middle-aged dad, shitty like gray mustache, and he was there with his like, weekend son, obviously
Yeah.
didn't have full custody of, and
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like-
CC's is a number one locay
yeah,
for a fucking divorced father
He's like,
trying to splurge.
sports on Fox hat on, shitty baseball cap, and he's sitting the $5 buffet
Yeah.
entry to take your
Oh,
son
yeah.
to, and
With
he's
just
like,
iceberg lettuce.
yeah, and I was like just eavesdropping, and he's like giving
And
his
pizza.
like his kid advice, and the kid's just like blank faced, some toe headed moron. Yeah, my dad's just like, and what I would do is I would open up a restaurant, and you call it something like Mom's Home Cooking, right? And you just serve home cooked meals. he's like telling his son his dream is to open a shitty restaurant. It's like, got burned peas.
So sad.
That's what people really want is a fucking. It's like, you know what? Because that's what people want is a home cooked meal.
that's just
it isn't.
Yeah,
that's why they
you're
go
leaving.
out to a restaurant.
But also, that's like 100 restaurants.
Yeah, I know. It's they just
Cracker
there's
Barrel.
nothing, and this is supposed to be is like, you know, fucking. That's what I'm gonna do, son, boy. If I had my druthers,
Which I never will, because
course not.
I don't have a good job.
That's so sad to listen to your dad's dreams.
Oh, my
Yeah.
dad hasn't had dreams in fucking.
Yeah, I'm
30
glad
years.
my dad gave up on his dreams.
oh shit, it's San Gennaro this weekend, boys.
Oh,
in San Gennaro.
fuck.
Yeah, in Williamsburg.
Yeah, I'm going to my cousin's birthday party.
in San Gennaro.
Yeah, we're going to.
In Williamsburg?
No, we're going to Little Italy.
It's in
Oh,
Little Italy. What are you talking about, Williamsburg?
Yeah, well-
there's one in South William, or not South
Not
Williamsburg.
today, is it? Or
I
is
don't
the
fucking
festival
know.
the same everywhere? Isn't it like one community?
Hold on a
Maybe.
second, I gotta blow my nose.
All right.
What's the name of the guy that he kills in The Godfather Part 2 during San Gennaro? The Black Hand?
Yes, yeah, the Black Hand.
That shit's
I just watched that shit. I watched
Godfather
that shit in
2?
Greece. Yeah.
so good.
They were playing The Godfather 1 and The Godfather 2.
So good.
I spent the night just watching that shit, dude.
Yeah.
Can
Who
I
do you
say?
think we are in The Godfather?
I'm
Michael. I'm Michael.
I'm Michael. You're Fredo, but gayer.
What do you mean I'm
And,
Fredo? Well, first of all, Fredo
Nick
got
is Sonny.
No,
Nick's Sonny.
fucking Stav is Clemenza, which is
First of all, that's just you're just being you're
I'm
just
Luca-
profiling.
I'm
no, I'm
Luca
profiling
Brasi.
you, but low key Clemenza is like the coolest character.
He does rock.
He knows how to do everything.
I like Clemenza.
Oh, he
sure.
knows how to murder people, be cool about it, and he knows how to like cook well.
He does
Mhm.
cook well.
He's like the
He's making
best.
sauce.
Clemenza's the best of all of them.
I'm Robert Duvall.
No,
I'm
you're-
the lawyer.
No,
You're
you,
Fredo.
first of all,
Irish.
hold on.
You're 100% Fredo.
You are not a single character. In the
You don't even get to be Fredo.
You're not any of them.
No, that's not fair.
Yes, you're not a single one of them.
That's no fair.
You are
dude.
not participating in this.
Do you remember? Okay, how about
That's not
remember
fair.
the?
Don't, you are Fievel from Fievel Goes West.
That's fine.
Who
That's
has
a cool
been
movie.
Superimposed into The Godfather, and everyone in the movie is mad about it.
No, you're fucking. You're the sister that gets beaten by that one guy.
No, she's cool.
she's not.
I was
that
about
cool.
to say that he's her, but he's not.
Cats are fighting.
Who's the biggest bitch ass? I mean, Fredo is the biggest bitch
Fredo.
ass.
I knew it was you.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
He gets
dude.
cat, dude.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Dude, did you just tell people?
Did you just ruin? Now I want to watch Godfather 2.
Dude,
I
it
watched
was
it
good as
actually like
shit.
a month ago
I might
because
do that.
I was like jonesing.
Bobby
might
De
do that
Niro,
tonight.
dude.
No, we're watching the fight tonight.
I'm
we're
not
watching
the
Golovkin
I'm pretty
versus
tired. I
Canelo.
might go home,
fight.
dude.
Yeah, I'm sleepy.
Oh, come on, guys.
Come to Astoria. Let's watch an Astoria.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah, why don't you go? I got an Astoria for you. One time there was a boy named Adam who fucked a bunch of guys.
That's a good
The
Astoria,
end,
man.
dude. It's a bedtime story because it involves a bed.
Yeah.
And a good time. that
Was
someone
it a
named
bed or
Adam
was it
made.
just the hallway in a fucking?
Yeah, the hallway in an elementary school. In the middle of, you boys get to class. Professor, we're fucking Adam. Carry on.
Oh fuck.
That's funny.
It'd be good. You know, it'd be funny if I had the editing skill to do is to take that documentary, The Hunting Ground,
What's
about
that
the campus sexual assaults,
Mm-hmm.
about the rape epidemic, and then edit it so that the epidemic is that student athletes are raping Adam.
That would be good.
And it's not about girls at all. It's that they're like, there's a
Could
huge
you do
problem.
that?
1 in 4 student athletes have raped Adam Friedland.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Can
That
you
would
do
take
it?
a lot of work, but the answer is yes.
I think it's worth it, brother.
I can do it.
That'll be if you know.
I think if you spent your time on that and not the Come Town web series.
That could be a part of the Come Town web series.
That is the web
So
series.
Come Town is all about breaking the rules,
Oh,
being
yeah.
a
That's
fucking
true.
bad boy.
That's
Who
true.
says that a web series has to have a linear plot or recurring characters or even
Or
exist
ever
at all.
be shot.
Or
Yeah,
point of
yeah.
Need to make it happen. It could just be a conceptual thing. That's the thing people don't realize is you've actually been watching the web series for a while.
Yeah, the podcast
the
is
way-
the web
Or
series.
tweets.
The way no, I mean it kind of just sort of exists in your own head. I'm on a new level of media now where we
Theater of the mind.
Yeah, it's theoretical.
It is true. It exists in a
It's a
subtextual
metaphysical.
in a subtextual level because we used to have old media where there was a clear delineation between audience and the content creator. You would have television. It would be broadcast into your home, but it was a one-way
Yes.
form of communication. And then we have social media and stuff, and there's more blurred lines. And now with podcasts,
Robin Thicke.
Blurred
it's-
lines. I beat off to that.
It's not edited. It's
Video.
live.
Big
and so
time. Big time.
I think
You're
the new-
lying. He's
I'm
lying
not.
again.
I'm not.
Another
Emily
Stav lie.
Ratajkowski's fucking tits are out.
Another Stav lie.
How dare you?
You're totally
motherfucker.
lying that you beat off
How dare
to,
you,
to
brother?
Emily Ratajkowski's naked,
Those big,
fully
juicy
bulbous
titteroonies.
sleeves.
God damn, I would love to fucking.
Anyways,
Go back to your thing, Nick, that you were saying.
well,
That I definitely understood.
I understood it.
no, I'm saying that the podcast does exist, and
The web series.
you've already watched it.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
The podcast.
Oh, the podcast.
This is separate from the podcast.
well,
if you
this
really
isn't the
think about
What is
podcast.
this?
No,
What have we been doing?
I mean this is just sort of. This is a nebulous thing. This doesn't really. This just happens to be a recording. I don't like to see this as the podcast.
Interesting.
The podcast,
yeah.
the Come Down podcast, is a better thing
Right.
that exists somewhere in your conception of who we are and what we do.
Right, correct. I agree with
And
that. Whatever the podcast,
The podcast
is better
is-
than this.
Is the
Yeah.
height of what we're capable of?
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
And this right now is
The podcast is something to aspire to.
This is a performance piece I like to call phoning it in.
Yep.
Especially
Especially what?
You, Adam.
me.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Can't even be bothered to hold the microphone up.